Hello YouTube friends and welcome back to the channel. Look what I got here. So on today's video we're going to install the QMParts Jeep Gladiator cab cover. That's right. I've been looking at these and thinking about them, and I had decided that I was not really going to do many more of these install videos that are provided by the companies. But I was really happy with QMParts and the last two things I've done with them. And one of them was the Jeep gas cap cover, which I really, really like. It's still holding strong. They did everything they said they would, and it was a reasonable price. So this one I'm excited to look at, and I'm hoping that it will be everything that I think it's going to be. Now, with that in mind, and as QMParts knows, if I think it sucks, I will tell you that it sucks. So we don't know. We're going to open this thing up and see what it looks like. All right, so let's see what we've got. Yeah, I'm not going that deep with it. There we go. Make sure I'm actually recording. You can only open the box officially once, although a couple of times when I did this, something wasn't recording, there was no audio, something goofy was happening. Everything's showing that it's working, so I'm hoping that everything is working. So, and the other couple things I got from QMParts was actually very well packaged. Now, this one is very well packaged as well. There's not much packaging that you have to do with it. Do you remember that cover that I did, the bike cover I got from Kimimoto, was well packaged, and I was just so surprised at how it fit back in the packaging. And I ended up giving that to when Captain Dave and I were in Daytona, I ended up giving that to an older couple that had a Harley trike, and it fit their bike very well, and so they were so happy, and I just gave it to them. I didn't need it anymore, and so it was nice. They were very, very thankful. So yeah, this feels like it's going to work good. The main purpose of these cab covers is to keep your Jeep covered when it rains or the dew falls. When you, like, I'll be going to Jeep Jam here in a few weeks, and I'm thinking about going down, since I live so close to the beach now, and it's at Myrtle Beach. I will be able to take the top off and use it. So it comes with a nice cover like this. I'm hoping you guys are seeing all this. There we go. So there's the storage bag. Okay, it's tied up here. So I'm going to untie this part, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this video, and we're going to take it outside and install it on the Jeep and see what we think of it. So we'll be right back. Okay, we opened up the Jeep cab cover. I told you guys we'd be back and we'd install it, and I remembered that over my shoulder for my background video is Moto Mango. Zach has a fantastic channel. He's one of my favorites. In fact, on this video, he built I think it was a 1992 Honda 450. I think it was a 450. He can correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was a 450E. Speed Racer. That's my favorite bike. And then he sold it, and I was like, no, you didn't sell that bike. Well, he has to build another one. He says if he can build a bike, you can too. Now, I don't know that I could do the quality of work that Zach does. He's amazing, and he's very humble. He's humble and amazing. So check Zach. If you don't already follow Zach at Moto Mango, check him out. I'll put a link up here for him, and tell him that I sent you. Okay. So we're going to go out here and we're going to put this cab cover on. Now, I thought about something just ignore the dirtiness. You know, we've been doing a lot of work. I have done a lot of work in here, so the garage looks a heck of a lot better than it did. I've still got some finishing touches on it, but it's coming along. It's coming together. I'm not going to show off a bunch of this because that's a whole nother video. But looking at the Jeep as I pulled it in here, I just realized I've got the KC lights. Now I don't know how that's going to affect us. We shall see, and it'd be great if there was a workaround. I do have the top off. I've had the top off for months. I've got the doors on right now. If I'm required to take the doors off for it, then I may take the doors off for it. But we shall see. So I laid it out flat so I knew what was what. The nice thing with these guys is they actually put a label that says front. Now oftentimes with motorcycle covers, the other covers that I've gotten, even with the Jeep jacket I had that was real expensive, it had embroidered Jeep jacket across where the window was, but it was harder to find when it was all rolled up. This one's easy. You know, you've got a white tag that's standing out there telling you that it's the front. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold it over the top. Now you guys are going to see this for the first time with me because I haven't done this yet. So if we have any problems, you're going to know it. But I did lay it all out square. I know where the front is, so I feel like I know how it's going to go on. So let me mount this back. All right. All right, so here we go. Remember, I have the white tag on the front. You guys can see it. So I'm going to pull it over this way. Now, again, I'm worried about these KC lights, but we'll see. We'll see how it works out. They're not sharp, so I'm not worried about them tearing up the cover. I'm just worried about them fitting. So you see the stripes here? That's so you can put them over the mirrors. Now, even if you've got the doors off, you have to have mirrors, at least in my state. And so you at least have to have this mirror. I have outdoor off-road mirrors that I put on when I take the doors off. I have a separate set of mirrors. This would fit with them well. So it slides right on the mirrors. There's the front tag, like I told you. I bet you I could probably do that. Again, I didn't read the instructions, so I may go back and it tells me to do that, but it just makes logical sense that it does that. So that fits in nicely. Okay, our straps are there. And it fit over the KC lights, which is it's a big plus for me, huge plus. It's a strong material, very strong, but also lightweight. So here's our straps. Yep. So these straps are going to have to run down under the Jeep. Well, that worked. They've got enough weight from the snap. So we've got this strap. Yep. Just making sure I can see. I got to put it under my rock sliders. We'll snap that one on. And there you have it. So I've got it on. It's got a pretty decent tight seal there. I say tight seal, we'll see that. Just to keep, if rain was coming this way, you're not going to drive around with this on, right? You're in the parking lot, you're in your garage. I think I probably, see, there's the rail right there. So you have some slack in there. There's probably a good reason behind it. You know, people put accessories and things on it, and I think they planned for that because I do like the way it fits. This doesn't bother me. I guess it depends on the kind of top. If I had my two tops off in the front and had the back on, I could still put this over the whole thing. And then it definitely would be tighter there. But you can see down here, again, we're right up against. I can put, yes, I can put my hand in there, but the opening for the door wouldn't be until here. That would be where the opening of the door is. So even if it was wind flapping and some rain coming, you're not going to get very much. It's a Jeep, you kind of expect it. I'm going to have to tighten that one up just a hair. It fit my KC lights. You know, those actually, when I think about the back being a little bit loose, it's probably because with my KC lights pulling that up, it throws that off. If the KC lights weren't there, it would come down further. And in fact, it's feeling to see if it had something to snap it there. But overall, very satisfied with it. Again, I was looking at buying one of these, and you know, was fortunate enough for QMParts to reach out to me and let me try it, and I couldn't be happier with it, really. Now the test will be when I take it out and use it traveling here in the next couple weeks. I'll use it at the hotel every night. So yeah, pretty impressed with it. And there you have it, guys. The QMParts Jeep Gladiator JT cab cover. Now, it's water resistant, it's not waterproof. I don't know that I've seen any motorcycle covers that say waterproof. I know the cover that I had before that I aforementioned paid a lot of money for was not waterproof, but much thicker and much more expensive and much heavier. This is going to give the same protection or better. I suspect it'll be better protection than that thing gave. So it also provides UV protection. So if you got the top off, you know, your seats could fade, your interior could fade over the years out in the sun. And so it has UV protection. So that's a big plus. It's scratch resistant. So it's not going to get all scratched up, and it's not on the underside. It's not going to scratch your vehicle. It's nice and soft, and I wouldn't have it on there if and I did check that out. I wouldn't have it on there if I thought it would scratch my Jeep. So it's the 300D Oxford cloth, very durable. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. And again, when I go to Jeep Jam, I'll be using it. I'll put it on every evening in the hotel, and I'll come back here. Or at least when I do the Jeep Jam videos, I will update you guys on how it worked and what my thoughts are. I hope it don't rain while we're there, but if it does rain, I hope it rains overnight while I have the cover on it, so I can give a really good review on how well it did. But I'm pretty confident it's going to be fine. So I've got a video coming up on the Chieftain. I've already shot several of them. I'm not real happy. I think I'm going to shoot one more review of the Chieftain after 1 year. I've had it for a year and a few months now. So time to do a review on it. And I've got lots and lots of changes to the house. The guys are working over there right now. In fact, I can see them through the door. They're staining the deck right now. So we did some deck additions and things. We've done a lot. You guys are going to be surprised how much work we've done out there since the last video. But listen, I appreciate you guys stopping by, and we'll see you real soon. Take care.